One of the most beautiful things about this weekend is the Freedom Convoy 2.0, our second year anniversary is taking place in Ottawa, right on Parliament Hill. We're going to be taking a look at some of that footage, but more importantly, it's that sense of security now where we all know that the Emergencies Act was deemed by the federal government, or I guess above and beyond, not the federal government, the federal court system was deemed illegally invoked by Justin Trudeau, Chrystia Freeland, and other master manipulator and gaslighters within our government system. Welcome back to another video, everybody. This is awesome. This is great. It means that there's a little bit of hope here. There's a lot of people that are very pessimistic about the state of Canada and the ability to protest. And we all know that the Emergencies Act got invoked and people got beat up, our rights were infringed upon. And now the federal court system has said, yeah, no, I know it's been a couple of years, but that was illegally invoked. And we have a problem with the government doing that, specifically Justin Trudeau. So now everyone who's attended or attending, rather, more currently, the Freedom Convoy anniversary, and apparently there's rumors of another Freedom Convoy going to happen, not an anniversary, but like an actual thing happening. Things are looking pretty good and optimistic for the future of Canada. Welcome back to another video, everybody. Before we get into it, before we start showing clips, I want to encourage everyone to smash the like button and subscribe. It does really help grow the channel. We're on route to 400,000 subscribers, which is absolutely insane. And I also want to mention, hey, I got some new stickers. That's right. We've got Trudeau in jail. That sticker is available for purchase down in the description or the pinned comment below, as well as WTF. Where's the funds, says Pierre Poilievre. The link for those are down in the description or the pinned comment of this video. So without further ado, let's just kind of take a look-see-poo here at what we got. So this is Keith Wilson, legal counsel for Tamar Lich, one of the organizers behind the Freedom Convoy, has suggested that the Canadians who had their bank accounts frozen by the Trudeau government may look to sue for recourse. And they've already begun that. So now that sets the road for, you can't say sets the road for, because here in Canada, our federally elected members of parliament actually want to stop building roads, which is, if you know, you know. If you don't know, now you know. It sets the path, as long as it's not asphalt, as long as you don't have to pave anything. It sets the road down for, hey, we can actually continue to protest. And if there were to be another Freedom Convoy, they can't get away with pulling the Emergencies Act because that has now been, the decision for that was reversed as that shit was illegal. That shit was illegal what they did. So that's awesome. And everyone who's protesting right now or participating in the Freedom Convoy anniversary can feel a little bit of safety. And anyone who potentially would be involved with or is planning or thinking about attending a hypothetical, maybe going to happen Freedom Convoy 2.0 here in 2024, it seems like if that were to happen, the Emergencies Act wouldn't be invoked because that shit, again, was just deemed illegal to be used.
Hey everyone, we're here at the Hill. It's the anniversary of the Freedom Convoy. There's Rob from Rebel. It's great, and people are showing up. There's a couple people getting tickets, but they're here anyways, honking the horns. They don't want people to see the amount of support that people here have. The horns are going crazy. There's two semis down there pulled over for the terrible crime of having Canadian flags on their trucks. I don't know what happened to them. There was like 7 or 8 cop cars by the time we came back. I just saw the semis have been released. They just rolled out of here. So that's good.
Yeah, that's the craziest thing, is having a Canadian flag either on your vehicle or just waving a Canadian flag is like the biggest crime right now in Canada. You got Maxim Berard who showed up to the Freedom Convoy anniversary, it looks like.
With people that are not sharing that.
Or this was during the Freedom Convoy.
We're all for peaceful.
I don't know if you have a political party preference, whether it's PPC or conservative. I doubt anyone watching these videos is NDP, but it's good to see that there are some politicians who actually support the Freedom Convoy. And then you had, remember this stuff here? This is a flashback. You got all of the food, the microwaves, the chefs, all the canned goods, all the goodness out of the kindness of people's heart that was happening during this horrible protest called the Freedom Convoy, which was just so bad for people. Look at all these things that they're giving away, packing away canned goods and care packages for people. just a beautiful thing that happened in Canada, man. It's such a horrible, devastating thing that the Emergencies Act got invoked and everyone had to just get dispersed. So this is what's happening right now. Protesters are exuberant about reuniting on Parliament Hill 2 years after the Freedom Convoy. So as you can see, there's a good amount of people having a good time. Blue skies, clear eyes. So if you are in or around the Ottawa area, chances are by the time you're watching this video, there's still going to be some people that are protesting or showing their support for the Freedom Convoy. So do with that information what you will. Veterans for Freedom protesters warned that his flagpole may not be allowed on Parliament Hill because it's how there's flags everywhere on Parliament Hill. It doesn't make any sense. Many left their prohibited items at the gate to be collected upon exit.
Hello. Thank you for coming. Freedom, eh?
Serves the country.
Freedom and truth.
Wears his medals or badges with the utmost pride and is treated like a second-class citizen by our police and our communist members here.
Cheers. Nice to meet you, Irvin. Right on.
They don't let chairs or poles on the hill, so if you want to leave it here.
Lots of poles there. I'm going to try with this and brought this last year.
If they force you, leave it here and pick it up on the way out.
Okay, well, thank you. Someone has somebody decides to steal them again, like they do every once in a while.
That lots of people, man. Lots of people there. So I'd love to know, as I pull up the next clip, what you guys think down below in the comments. Are you pro the convoy anniversary happening? Are you against it? Looking forward to seeing what you guys have to say. Now we have protesters taking the streets during the Freedom Convoy reunion.
Jim Kirk.
Look at that, man. That's a lot of people, dude. Trudeau for treason, homeless and tense. Trudeau must repent.
We're all together now. We're winning. Victory is coming in.
Holy smokes. Look at all the flags. Look at all the people, man. I wish I was there right now to hand out some of these stickers that I got. There you go. Now, of course, a peaceful protest has to be accompanied. I hate seeing this. All these yellow jackets, all these yellow vests, man, as if they needed like this big escort. You know, you got police on the sides and the back of it. It just to me, it rubs me the wrong way, man. Especially as a father, I got a kid who's almost a year and a half, and then I have another kid that's about to be born in 4 or 5 months. It just pisses me off that everywhere you go where there's a protest or some sort of organized event, there's an overwhelming amount of police. It sets the precedent for like everything that you do that's organized is going to be heavily policed here in Canada, and that's just not the country that I want my kids to be grown up in, you know? I don't know if I'm overreacting. Please let me know down below. But I've said this in the previous video that I did about the convoy reunion, and I'm going to say it again. It just feels like times are changing, where back in the day, back in my day, probably back in your day, there was way less police presence, way more trust between the government and the people. And now it's just like an overwhelming amount of police, an overwhelming amount of security everywhere you go. And it just raises tensions unnecessarily. You got no one in this I doubt anyone in this video here, anyone who's participating in this protest or this reunion has any intentions other than saying freedom, waving their Canadian flag, and talking with other Canadians about their detest and hatred for the government, not with any motives other than getting together to protest and to do the same thing over and over again. It's just very bizarre, man. Look, just look around. Read the room. Read the room, police. Aye, aye, aye.
Trudeau must go! Trudeau must go! regime of Trudeau must go! The racist regime of Trudeau must go! The racist regime of Trudeau must go! The blackface regime of Trudeau must go!
Holy shit! The blackface regime. Trudeau must go. Oh my God. There's so many people attending. Good job, Karima, on X. That's whose footage you see here. She's got a watermark down below. I'd highly recommend going to follow her on X or Twitter. Very good at being on the scene and just getting this coverage. Look how long of a line that is. Oh my goodness. I'd say there's several thousand people. Several thousand people. You got families and everyone. Beautiful, beautiful. And not one single person seems to be acting out of line or acting in a way that wouldn't be respectful or peaceful. So kudos, everybody, for doing a very good job. Next up, we've got the speaker waxes poetic about the emotions drawn up on by Parliament Hill. The Canadian public gathers here to celebrate, to grieve, and to protest.
And we're standing here today in front of and around us a national icon, Parliament Hill. The seat of Canada's democracy is also its symbolic heart. The Canadian public gathers here to celebrate, to grieve, and to protest, and to share experiences and join in events. Canadians and visitors from around the world have special memories tied to the symbolism and the beauty of Parliament Hill. These can be public outpourings of emotion, public or private, somber or festive, as well as more spontaneous gatherings. Bring people together here. And as I said, these can be public outpourings of emotion, public or private, somber or festive. The experiences lived here become a part of the story of Parliament Hill. And friends, a story began here on Parliament Hill on January the 29th. Of 2022.
And there you go. That was the Freedom Convoy. And that is where kind of all of this movement began. That's where it was born. That was the conception of all of this freedom movement. I mean, I know that's existed for a while, and there's been people that have been protesting and trying to spread the message and spread the word about the government, and I get that, but the real conception of it becoming what it is now, a viral movement, a world-renowned thing. I mean, you say Freedom Convoy in any country to anyone who has a political opinion, and people pretty much know that happened here in Canada. So good job and happy 2-year anniversary for the Freedom Convoy. Whether you participated in person, whether you even lived in Canada or don't, whether you watched videos online and shared them and talked about it and engaged, whether you clicked the link down in the description or the pinned comment below and got yourself a sticker, either the one that I've already shown or the one on my microphone. It doesn't matter how you've participated in the freedom movement. Kudos to you and kudos to everyone who's been involved, and happy 2-year anniversary. It's a pretty big achievement. And time sure flies by. In 2 years from now, Trudeau will be gone. So you have something to look forward to. All right. Next up, we've got the gentleman who's enthusiastically not a fan of Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Let's see what he's got to say here.
Let's do it!
Let's take over the streets, man. We got
That's awesome. All right. Enthusiasm.
Trudeau! We're coming knocking at your door!
Look at the size of that flag right there. Wow. F Trudeau everywhere. Man, I love the fact that there's so many people that make it out to Ottawa and protest. It's just awesome. We're not going to listen to this because of copyright and music, but it's just an idea of kind of the vibes that's going on this weekend here on Parliament Hill. You got people jamming out to some good music. You got families, you got old people, you got young people, you got everyone in between, all genders, everything. What you're going to see the most of, though, is Canadian flags, red and white on a flag, on a sticker, whatever it is. Just good times everywhere. Everyone is happy. Everyone's go lucky. And that's very exciting. And that's exactly how it should be and how it remains here in Canada is positive vibes, positive vibes. And then you have people lined up on the sides of the road, waving and honking. Stop the New World Order.
How's it going, man?
There you go. So I love to see it. Great job, everybody who participated in the 2-year anniversary of the Freedom Convoy. Love to see it. Love the enthusiasm. Love how it remains peaceful even 2 years later. And that's where we're going to end today's video. So I look forward to seeing what you guys have to say down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet already. Let's try and get this channel to 400,000 subscribers, which is insane. Insane, because 2 years ago at the Freedom Convoy, we were not even close to where we are right now. So thank you, everybody, for helping grow this channel and being part of the community. And yeah, if you want to get a matching sticker like the one on my microphone, or Trudeau in jail, or WTF, where's the funds, you know where to find it. Link in the description or the pinned comment below. I will see you all in the next one. Bye for now.